Hi, this is Charles Stone. You're watching Bruno's Quarantine Hour.
Hi, this is Sam Thompson, and you're watching Bruno's Quarantine Hour.
Hi, this is Vito Moro from the Dreamers Show Band, and welcome to Bruno's Quarantine Hour.
Hey everyone, Marcos Batafora here from the Casino Brothers. You are watching the Quarantine Hour.
Hi, I'm Mike Shell from the Uptown Horns, and you're watching the Quarantine Hour.
Come on. That's right. Come on. Oh yeah. This is the Quarantine Hour. Welcome. The show will begin momentarily. Follow, like, and subscribe to Bruno Nesci on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome your host, Bruno Nesci.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Quarantine Hour. This is your host, Bruno Nesci. How you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are all doing great. I hope you all had amazing weekends. For all of you that are in the United States, I hope you guys went to the Tupelo Elvis Festival. And for every one of you that are across the pond on the other side in Australia, for everybody who went to the Gold Coast, I hope you guys had a great time at the Cooley Rocks Festival. It looked like a great time. I wish I was there, partying it up in the sun. For me, it would have been like hot. For them, apparently they were all in sweaters. So, but I hope you guys are all doing great. I hope my audience tonight is having a great time. So before we get started, let's just say hi to a few of our viewers tonight. Like always, our faithful viewers. Charlie Ludwig, Josie, how are you? Gail, how are you, my hun? Sandy, how are you? Linda LaRue, how are you? Giuseppe, how are you from Australia? Monique, Marianne, how are you? Just to name a few, just those are the names that come up. So I say hi to you guys. Anita, what's going on there, hun? I hope you're doing great. So tonight, due to me not being very responsible, I didn't secure my guest for tonight, and I wasn't able to find a backup. But tonight I got two very good friends of mine that are going to be coming on the show in a little bit. I sent them the link. They're going to be joining me. They were competitors at the Cooley Rocks Festival in Australia this last weekend, and they both did amazing jobs. Very good friends of mine. I love these guys. One of them used to have his own talk show podcast, which we'll get into that when I have them online with me. So, but nonetheless, we got some fun stuff we're going to talk about tonight because, as I said, I'm on my own and I'm going to entertain you guys the best I can with some truth and facts about Elvis World and Elvis Facts. Before we start, I just want to wish a happy birthday to one of my sponsors, to my godfather, my kumbare, Dominic Matera. I just want to wish you a happy birthday, tanti auguri, all the very best to you. Wish you the best birthday possible. We've with Dominic, we went on tour many times to Italy. He brought me on tour to Italy, and we've did dozens and dozens and almost over 100 shows together between Italy and here. And a lot of my biggest opportunities on stage were because of my godfather, Dominic. So I wish you a happy birthday. Now, also, Pam, how are you? How you doing? I hope you're doing great. Sandra, I hope you're doing well. We got so many things that are in the works, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get into all of that, I want to say thank you, and I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, the Penticton Elvis Festival. Make sure you guys check it out. Penticton, here you come. That's the Penticton Elvis Festival, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great time. It truly is a great time. So next year, this month, next year, we all got to go to Penticton. It's a great time. And it's not because I'm a past champion, but it's because it is one of the most beautiful places in Canada to go to. I enjoy every moment of it. But I want to give a quick shout out to my good friends, Joni and Bob DeAngelis. If you ever get a chance, go like them on Facebook and follow their page. Joni, I know you're watching, so post your link in the comments where they can follow you. Bob is an award-winning horn player. I don't want to say he's a sax player or a trumpet player because the guy plays everything, and they do an awesome living room session. Please check it out. I had the pleasure of joining them in their living room for a video shoot, and we got some more things that we're going to be working on with Joni and Bob in the near future, so stay tuned for them. But now, waiting in my green room, ladies and gentlemen, I got to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, and you know me, I'm very straightforward. The guy's actually relaxing right now. I see him. He just woke up. Don't worry. Take your time. Take your time. He is, honestly, he's just an awesome person. He competed, was a competitor at the Cooley Rocks Festival. And I got to say, I was on the phone with him pretty well every time before he got on stage. He is he does an amazing tribute to Elvis. It is totally respectful. Everything he does he does the fast songs, slow songs, but he has such a huge, powerful voice. It's incredible. He's, I'd like to say tall, dark, and handsome, but he's more like tall, dark, and ugly. No, I love him. He placed third place, ladies and gentlemen, at the Cooley Rocks Festival. Now, I got to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, Elvis festivals are very iffy. You never know who's going to win, what the outcome's going to be, which way the judges look, which way they're not looking. I got to say, if I was a judge, I'd be at these festivals. Oh, I'd be the Simon Cowell of judges. I'm telling you, I think I'd rip every ETA apart, including my close friends, because at the end of the day, we want the best Elvis tribute artist possible on stage, right? We want the person that represents Elvis the most. Like, this is just a contest, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, all the ETAs are there for entertainment. Keep the fans entertained, keep Elvis's memory alive. But when you're talking big festivals worldwide that are qualifiers for the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Contest, you got to remember, the festivals want to pick, you always want to pick your best representative. I've been to the Ultimate a few times. I'm going, and it's not easy even to walk on that stage, thinking that you're across the street from Graceland. And personally, ladies and gentlemen, I got to be honest with you. This gentleman is a winner. He is a winner. If I told him, if it's not at Cooley Rocks, it's at Parks, his time is due. It is coming to him. He deserves it. He put on an amazing show this last weekend. I watched pretty well every round, and he did the most amazing gospel show with a beautiful choir and whatnot. Please, Quarantine Hour fans, show me some love. Show me the love for Mr. Matt Burse. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Matt, how are you, my friend?
Good morning from Australia.
Good morning. Yeah, literally good morning. I'm sorry to wake you up at this time.
Look, it's about 8:30, so I should have been up hours ago. But we flew in yesterday afternoon back to Adelaide from Cooley Rocks, and by the time we come back, unpacked 4 bags to wash jumpsuits, reorganised my kit bag, ate something, and sat down and actually just chilled out. I think we were dead to the world by about 10 o'clock, and I woke up literally about half an hour ago.
I know.
And I've got a day off today.
Something that I it was something I whipped together real fast. So I want to thank you first off for coming on the show. Now, Matt,
Thanks.
As all your fans know, I watched Tracy's live feeds all weekend. I stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning on some nights because I wanted to watch you.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Matt, you did a great job this weekend. Now, before we talk about this weekend, how did it all start with you when it came to Elvis?
Would have been, 20 odd years ago, singing drunk at a wedding.
Yeah, that would do it.
Never sing drunk at a wedding and then wake up going, I've committed to doing what? No, seriously, I was at a friend's wedding, and I was invited as a guest and all that sort of stuff. We were having fun, and then I had karaoke at the end of the night. The bride and groom had done their departure, and this guy got up and sung "Are You Lonesome Tonight," and he was drunk as a skunk. He really was, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my goodness! If Elvis is alive, he'd be rolling in his grave about now." And someone said, "Well, put up or shut up," and I went, I've been drinking. I'm not getting up." So I went to the toilet and I came back, and someone had nominated me to sing "Are You Lonesome Tonight." So I got up there and just started singing, and then I sung, I think, "Burning Love" and "American Trilogy," and then I don't remember much after that. I don't actually remember getting home. I mean, I'm 45 now, so this is like, I'm 25, so a lot younger.
It was a good time.
It was a great night. And I woke up the next morning and I had this crumpled piece of paper. It was a napkin in my hand, and I'm like, what is this? And I had this lady's name. I had a venue. It had times. It had money. It had songs.
You booked the show without even thinking about it.
And a friend of mine that I was living with at the moment, she said, "Do you realize what you've done?" And I said, "No. What have I done?" He said, "You're singing at this lady's daughter's wedding in 3 weeks' time." And they said, "Oh, do you do this often?" I'm like, "Yeah, no worries. That's fine." I had no jumpsuit. I had no music. I didn't even own a pair of white boots. So I was doing a course, a cooking course. I wanted to be a chef when I was younger. And I grabbed 2 of the biggest linen tablecloths you could possibly think of, the worst fabric you can think of even trying to make a jumpsuit out of, because it doesn't stretch and it doesn't breathe. And I've jumped on, a sewing machine, and I've made this aloha with, what do you call it? The stick-on sparkles, literally. And everywhere I walked, it left a trail of sparkles on the ground. I had $200 RM William boots with like a metal point on the toe. I pulled the metal point out of the toe with a pair of pliers, and I sprayed them with white spray paint. And everywhere I walked, it left a trail of paint because the paint just flecked off.
Oh no.
But at the end of the night, someone said, "Oh, would you do our vow renewal? Will you sing at my birthday? Will you?" And I went, "Yeah, sure." And it started from there.
Wow. So it came out of a drunken wedding, turned into a passion and a career. But you've always been an Elvis fan.
Yeah, look, I used to, play soccer when I was a kid. I'd come home, mum would be standing there doing the ironing, watching the TV, and they always had the matinees of, the two Elvis movies back to back, and mum had some Elvis records, and dad had some Elvis music on tape. But my parents weren't massive Elvis fans, but they did get me into it. And then a friend of mine in high school had the double album, and I said, "This is really cool." And I started buying books. I started buying CDs, and all my friends are buying, Wham, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, and I'm just buying Elvis. And I just had CDs stacked upon stacked. Then I started buying videos, and then obviously videos went into DVDs and everything else. And I had a laser disc of the Aloha from Hawaii. I didn't even have a laser disc player,
Oh no
but I
way.
just wanted to have it.
That's incredible. Now, Matt,
And I just have so much of it. It's not funny.
now
We
it's,
even
now
have
it's
this
just,
in the corner.
now it's an infatuation.
We have a 6-foot Elvis in the corner of our room.
A 6-foot Elvis? Like what? Oh no.
This is as
Oh,
tall as I am in our theater room at home.
oh, Tracy must love that.
Well, she bought it, but she won't tell me how much she paid for it.
Well, hey, that's for her to know and for you to find out.
Oh, look, we're surrounded by Elvis everywhere here.
Wow, that's love. Hey, how come that guy doesn't have a face?
That's because I was about to wash the wig this morning from yesterday. I still haven't got around to it yet.
A lot of people don't like. A lot of people don't understand. Well, not that they don't understand. They don't know about what Elvis tribute artists go through and whatnot to get prepared. Like, how long did it take you to learn to get to the point that you're at today with your Elvis tribute show?
It's been a while. Reading books, studying footage, listening to the same songs over and over again to try and get, pitch, vibrato, tone. I've never had formal singing lessons or anything. It's taken a long time, but I'm happy where I've got to. I've met some fantastic people, such as your good self.
Oh, don't say that. You're making me
We're
blush.
yet to meet face to face, but in person.
Technically, this is face to face.
Well, there you go. But I've travelled around our country. I've travelled overseas. I got to meet some fantastic ETAs. I got to perform on a cruise ship with Sean Clush, Max Pellicano, Justin Shandor, Bill Cherry. And all the other
You also
fantastic.
went to Alabama. You went on a tour
That's
and you ended
right.
up singing in Alabama with David Lee.
That's right. I got to meet David Lee. We've been friends on Facebook for 10, 15 years or so. And he told me that he used to make his own jumpsuits. And I told him that I was making mine. And we were talking. And then when he won, it was amazing. I sat up and watched it. And then I got to meet him 2019 at the Viva Surfers Paradise Festival here. And it was like, we saw each other from across the room, and it was like, "Come here, you big lug," and it was fantastic. And if he said, "Look, if you're ever going to come across to America, you have to come and see me," and I said, "Sure." So we took a package from work after a number of years with corrections, and we decided that's it. We're going across to America, and we were lucky we got across before the COVID pandemic started. So
Right.
we were there in October, November 2019, and of course 2020 February here, or in February or March, basically, COVID hit. So I was supposed to be in Nashville in 2020 for my first international ETA competition,
Okay.
but COVID shut that down. But
Well,
to perform with David in his hometown, it was absolutely surreal. That's still the number one thing that I've done in this career. It's awesome.
well, David Lee is a good friend of both of ours. He was a guest on our show, and to see that you were able to go to Alabama and do that show with him, it's an awesome opportunity, right? Um,
It was amazing. I mean, we had to. I
and
mean,
it's
we
the
were
perfect
coming
show
across.
because it's the perfect show because the two of you are the same size in height and whatnot, right? So
Well, he's
nobody would have
actually
ever
taller.
known that you guys swapped.
He's actually a lot taller than me.
No.
Yeah, he's a good 3-4 inches taller than me.
Oh wow.
You look at the
Um,
picture of me and him, and when we're like next to each other, and his head's up here.
so you mentioned, can you turn up volume, please? Of course. So, Matt, you mentioned that you made your own suits.
I did. I
Like,
I made a number of them. Probably over the last 10 years, I've made about 7 or 8. I don't have too many of them left. That's one that I've made. Yeah, I made that and the belt.
ladies and gentlemen, it takes like hours and hours to put these suits together. And
Yeah.
guys like myself and Matt and David Lee, we are very much perfectionists. That if something is wrong, most likely either we'll put it away and never touch it again, or
Or throw it away.
or rip it all apart and restart.
The amount of times I've done that, I've lost count.
Um, so that was a picture of Matt when he's done up as Elvis. But this is a very recent picture of Matt at the Cooley Rocks Festival. And I think it is such a great photo of Matt on stage in the sundial in the finals of the competition where he belted out with all of his heart. He belted out "How Great Thou Art" and "My Way." And honestly, Matt, you gave me chills.
Wow,
Chills you
thank
gave
you.
me.
Means a lot.
Um, you know,
My voice cracked in one of the notes. It was
it
surreal.
happens.
Yeah.
But it happened to Elvis. It's not that we're not Elvis, but every singer, every performer has an off second. It happens. If I got a dollar
You
for
just
every
don't
time it's
want that
happened
in
to
a
me,
final.
you know what? If I got a dollar for every I was in the finals of a competition and the band played my song completely out of key and went back into the proper key about 60 seconds into the song.
But that's a long time to be out of key.
And it happens. I didn't make the finals, but it happens. There's things can happen at any given time. You were actually blessed to have Jason and the TIC band behind you. I'm
Oh,
yet to perform with
amazing.
them.
Oh, they're the best in the business. They seriously are. I can see why they're invited all around the world to do their tribute, because their recreation of note for note of every song they play is absolutely nothing but sublime.
Oh, Jason is a big stickler. I've had him on the show also. He's very picky about the way he plays and everything he does. Just an amazing band altogether. We have a good friend of ours watching, Che Orton.
Hey, bird.
So just a shout out to Che over there. And oh, Jason is watching actually.
Hey, Jace. Thank you
Look at
again
that. He
for a
even sent you some
fantastic
hearts.
festival. Oh,
So, when you have a band, a solid band, there's dozens of bands around the world that play Elvis music. But when you have a band like the TIC band, like in Toronto, the EAS, the Expense Account, the Casino Brothers, my band, and they know their stuff, it's a big difference. Those little things that Jason and the TIC band do, I don't think there's another band that does those little things. And those little things go a long way when it comes to the singers.
And it makes you feel so comfortable on stage because you know that everything behind you is so perfect, nothing can go wrong. The
No,
only thing that
nothing
can go wrong is the singer, e.g.,
You know,
my voice breaking.
look,
The
I got to be honest. Things can happen with the band. They go off key, they do something. It happens. The main thing is that you stay ready to play, you stay ready to sing. You know what? You just continue. And there was a slight complication in your voice during How Great Thou Art. It happens. But the
I
main
took
thing
a
was, and
I
Matt,
took a gulp of air and it stuck here, and it didn't allow me to push it because it was constricted. So I had to try and push past it. And I really needed a good belch to get rid of it, but you can't do that when you're mid song. But I sort of took a breath and it felt like it just got trapped right here. So I had to try and push past it. And when it came out, it was just, it was like, cracking a chicken's neck. And then it came past, it got there, but it just took a long time to get there. And it was just
but
too little too late.
nonetheless, you did one of the most professional things you could ever do is you didn't stop.
Oh,
You
there's no
didn't
point
make it,
stopping.
you didn't make it noticeable. What you did was so professional that I applauded you and I rooted for you. The overall champion that night was Brandon Chase, everybody. Congratulations to Brandon. I hope you do a fantastic job at the Ultimate, if it's this year or next year, depending on flights and the whole COVID situation. Damn COVID. But you know what? The competitors all did a great job. Matt, as I told you, you did a fantastic job this weekend. You worked the band like we spoke about. We spoke a few times, and
We
you worked
did.
the
We spoke
band.
about 5 times. Yeah.
You worked the band. You made them yours. Like I gotta be honest, because I know Jason's watching. Che is watching also. He could relate. Anybody else who's watching could relate to me. The biggest chemistry on stage has to be between singer and band. If you're singing as a singer in a band, if you don't have chemistry, the music will come out okay, but it's so much better when the audience and the judges can feel the passion between the singer and musicians, that they work as together like a puzzle. And I got to be honest, Matt, you did a fantastic job with that this weekend. Overall.
Thank you very much. They make it so
Overall.
easy because realistically, as I said, like to be on stage with these guys is one of the most amazing things that you can do. And when you know that they're all perfectionists, Jason, Michael, Aldo, Carol's voice is absolutely stunning. I get lost in it every time she sings, and I Love You So. And these are the reasons why I picked this song, because not only am I comfortable and I like to sing the song, the way that they replicate it is incredible. Vito's, deep, powerful voice. To have him in the finals was fantastic. Bertie's solid bass. It's great. And Jake, wow, his guitar playing was just absolutely
Yeah,
brilliant.
I was gonna get into that for a quick second. So this weekend, unfortunately, the TIC band, they lost their guitar player this year. It's very sad that it happened. Pep was an extraordinary guitar player, and Jason's brother stood in and countless hours learned all these Elvis songs for the festival. That is extraordinary. I think he learned something like 100 or 150 Elvis songs for this
I wouldn't
festival.
doubt it. It
And
was Brilliant.
That's incredible. You know, I remember the first time I performed with my band. We learned like 75 songs for a show, and I think by the third song, half of the musicians forgot the songs. But this guy crammed all these songs into one festival, and it's like he practically didn't even miss a chord. Everything was almost perfect. So I applaud you, Jason, and everybody. All the ETAs love you guys. So Matt, when are you thinking about? I'm thinking about coming to your side of the pond, but now when are you thinking about coming to my side of the pond?
Well, we were hoping next
Oh,
year or the year after.
look at this. Jason said that his brother learned 140 songs for the Corey
Wow.
Rocks Festival.
And you know what? He did them absolutely perfect, every one of them.
I applaud him so much. He's awesome. So when are you planning? Are you planning on coming here to compete?
We were hoping, as I said, to come over to Nashville the year before last. So now it's just a matter of starting to, put the pennies in the purse and start saving to come across. I mean, we were there for nearly 4 weeks when we come across on holiday. And to put the show in with David, we took a couple of days out of a few places that we were going to so we could come down and spend a couple of days in Alabama. But we sort of want to do Canada, and we want to do some of the top part of the states as well that we didn't get to. So we sort of zigzagged and went all the way down to the bottom and finished in New Orleans. But I would say within the next 18 months to 2 years maximum, we hope to be back over that way.
Well, here I got to be honest. We got a lot of amazing festivals here, and I'm not saying that
I
because
follow them. I
I'm
follow
not
every
saying
one of
that
them.
because I compete or I'm a past champion or I'm not. I'm saying this strictly out of being an Elvis fan. We got the Penticton Elvis Festival, which is an ultimate qualifier. We have the Tweed Elvis Festival. I'm a 2-time champion, by the way. It's an amazing outdoor festival in August. It's after Elvis week, so that's good because we can do some stuff in the States and then come back to Canada. Then in October, normally around Halloween, we got the Flaming Star Elvis Festival, which is a huge festival. In April, we got Niagara Falls Elvis Festival, which is an amazing ultimate qualifier also. So it looks like you got to get you, Che Orden, Stewie. You guys all got to come down here.
Okay.
We'll
We'll
bring
be
the
there
Thunder
next
Down
week.
Under to Canada.
And Canada will never be the same again.
No, how could they be the same again?
No, they'll be
Ladies and
closing the
gentlemen,
borders
just to
to
let you
all
know that
Australians.
I am partially Australian, so it would be a kick-ass time.
They'll be closing the border to all Australians afterwards. It would never be the same again.
Yeah, Canada will never let another Australian in the country.
Oh, I know it.
And the best part is between me and you, we'll be able to share suits, so you don't even have to bring a jumpsuit with you.
Oh, sweet. Done. That just lightened my my bags by about 24 kilos.
Yeah, and you could still bring your suits for me.
Ah, right. Okay.
Come on.
You want that armadillo. That's what you want.
You never cease to amaze me. Every time I see, I don't think you've competed in the last 3 or 4 years wearing the same suits.
No, I buy a new one every year.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I
But
love
the
it.
trouble is that I'm now running out of room in my wardrobe
And you just bought
to
this
hang
house.
anything.
And you just
Yeah.
bought this house.
Literally, I could show you. You won't believe it.
So what you got to do is box them up, put them in a Purolator box, and ship them over to me. I have plenty of room in my closet.
You're gonna laugh at this.
Ciao, Ivan. Un abbraccio.
Okay, so this is my daughter's room that we're actually in at the moment. I use her wardrobe because she doesn't. I only have her every couple of weeks. So, as you can see, I have all the Cisco vests. I have a number of capes. I have a number of outfits I haven't even worn yet. Then I have all the shirts. And then I have all of my belts, which I've had to double up because I can't fit them in. And then on this side, we have all the suits hanging in bags. All the way through.
Now, Matt, if I can ask you, ciao Alberto, un abbraccio.
And
We'll
of course,
talk about Alberto
her
when I get
bed,
off with Matt. Matt,
her
if you
bed
got to
also
show
covered
me,
with it as well.
look at that beauty. Now, Matt, I'm gonna ask you a favor. I want you to show the Elvis fans on the quarantine hour your favorite Elvis jumpsuit that you own. Not that you want, but that you own.
That's too hard to pick. I love them all. I mean, I bought the King of Spades from David, as you know, and I do love
Actually,
that.
that was supposed to be mine, but okay.
I know, and I'm glad that I beat you to it. I would have to say my new favorite has to be the sundial.
The sundial.
It has to be the sundial. It's just, I mean, it's amazing suit. The sparkle on it, the embroidery on it, it is incredible. But if we went two-piece suits, it has to be the armadillo. For a one-piece suit, it's the sundial. For the two-piece suits, it's the armadillo. That's my favorite. That's my favorite year. So, to perform in things like this, it's amazing.
It's something different. I always believed in bringing something different to the stage compared to every other ETA who's going to wear an aloha, a fringe, a concho, a chain. You come out with something different, people always remember it.
That's it, and it's funny with the festival. Not one person, besides the guys who performed in the leathers, actually wore the same jumpsuit. Everybody was in a different jumpsuit for every round.
That's incredible.
There was not a double up of a jumpsuit. The only thing that was doubled up was when a couple of guys performed in the black leather. But other than that, there was no double up.
Technically, wearing the leather suit is not really doubling it up. Everybody has different body shapes, so two guys wearing the leather looks completely different.
Oh, look, I don't even think about putting the leathers on because I don't think there's a cow big enough in the world that would actually have enough on it to cover me.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I got to be honest. You did a great job this weekend. In the second round, you wore the Spanish flower. You looked amazing in it. I want to give a shout out to our good friend at AJM. You did a great job on the suits. Friday with the armadillo. Saturday with
the armadillo is his. The Spanish flower was his, and the two-piece sterling silver that I wore for the gospel was his.
Yeah.
All of the shirts, all of the jackets, everything that I have, all that whole wardrobe is basically full of AJM bar 2 suits.
And your sundial looked great. Everything you did this last weekend was impeccable. Great job. I give total props to you. I really do look forward, hopefully, in the near future. We never know what happens, especially with this COVID. I hope to come to Australia soon.
Please do.
And if I do, I can't wait to party with you boys. You guys are awesome. You guys are like brothers to me. My next guest isn't in the green room yet.
Oh.
Where is this guy? Can't find good help these days.
He's still in the gym, I tell you.
He is, for sure. That guy there, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Actually, he just... where'd he go? This guy here.
Maybe he's still doing his hair.
Yeah, that guy there. You can't rely on. Oh, beautiful. Jason, that was the best comment I've waited for my whole life. Bruno, my nonna is waiting with the meatballs. So for anybody who doesn't know what a nonna is, in Italian, it's our grandmother. There's nothing better than homemade meatballs. Nothing could beat that. Well, maybe performing on stage with some of the best ETAs. That comes pretty close. But to fill your stomach, you can't go wrong with some homemade meatballs. But honestly, Matt, it was such an honor and a pleasure to have you this morning on the show. I know it was last minute. Matt, I'm gonna give the stage to you for 10 seconds. I just want you to give all the Elvis fans that are watching, give them a couple words of encouragement to get through this COVID-19. That we got to make them get through it somehow. What are you going to let them know, Matt?
Look, Elvis was a strong, passionate person, made the best music that there was ever recorded. Play it, listen to it, watch your favorite ETAs perform it, live it, love it, and just make sure that you look after yourself, you look after your family, you call a friend that you haven't spoke to for a while, make sure they're okay, make sure you're okay, and then we're going to get through this. The borders will open up, the travel will commence, but until then, just put Elvis music on, sit back, relax, and leave the driving to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Matt Burse. Matt, that was perfect. I couldn't say it any better myself. You did an awesome job this weekend, and I truly look forward to seeing more of Tracy's live feeds. Give her a hug for me. Tell her thank you for going live.
She's at work at the moment.
Someone's got to work. But,
yeah, well, I've got a day off. I go back to work tomorrow. I got to go get my second Pfizer jab today.
Nice. I get mine next week, so...
Yeah, so this is my second one. I haven't grown an extra arm or a limb just yet, but we'll see what happens after today.
Well, it's either that or you drink a bottle of Lysol.
Well, I've got to cut that down to once a week already.
Yeah, well, that's smart, because you might get a fourth eye in the middle of your head or something. But,
well, I'll be able to read the lyrics for
that. Thanks so much, Matt, for coming on the show. I know it was early morning, but it was a real pleasure to have you on, my friend. And
thank you so much for having me.
Until we actually get to see each other live, maybe we could do an online show together one of these days. And,
that sounds like a plan.
We can have some fun. We get Stewie and Che Orden on there, and we'll do a four-way show, and we have some fun.
Absolutely. Thank you again, and everybody stay well, stay safe, and we'll see you when we can.
For sure. Thank you so much, Matt.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bello. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Matt Burse, all the way from Australia. He's just a fantastic person. Overall, you can't go wrong. The people I've met through the years, the ETAs I've met, each and every one of them are pure gold. And over time, you really get to know some of them, and you really, as much as we're all a big brotherhood, some guys more than others you really get attached to, right? So I want to give a shout out to all of the guys out there that watch my show and support my show. Now, we have another guest coming onto the show soon, but he still hasn't showed up. But pretty soon he will pop his head in the green screen. I know you're shaking your head back there. He's in the gym right now, pumping some iron. But I just want to talk to you guys, give you guys a little bit of history about these Elvis festivals. I'm always, and Pam Pettit from the Flaming Star Elvis Festival is watching. She could agree with me on this one. I have been the black sheep at all of the Elvis festivals I've been to. I'm the guy that's always up to no good, but at the same time, I'm there to have fun, entertain people. I'm that kind of person. I've always been the black sheep. I'm not scared to, if someone asks my opinion, to give you my opinion. Sometimes opinions hurt. Sometimes you give the wrong advice, or you give the right advice, but they take it the wrong way. It happens. Elvis festivals worldwide, they try hard Like, what they do is not in a bad way. It's not in a way that they do it to hurt the ETAs, but there is a certain boundary that the festivals have to look at, where they got to go from friendship to judges, from judges to organizations. You know, putting on a festival is not easy. I've put on numerous events that take a year to plan. Festivals finish one and then they start the week later organizing for the year later. It's not easy. From the music to the band to the sound techs, you know, it's not easy. And what the ETAs go through, trust me, the prep for the festival, the prep at the festival, being on stage is 3 completely different phases of an Elvis tribute artist. You know, my best friend Eric Evangelista in the Elvis world can tell you, I am the least prepared person ever to go to a festival. Like, when I'm being honest, I'm not the kind of guy that goes and does 6 months of singing and polishes my studs. I've never been that kind of person. Me, I go to the event, I sing my heart out, walk off stage, and I'm the same person. On stage, I try to be Elvis. Off stage, I'm Bruno. I've been caught many times being Bruno on and off stage, and it just doesn't work for me. So what the guys go through to get into their mind of frame and everything they do is very hard. And I applaud each and every one of the Elvis tribute artists, because you guys are incredible in every shape and form. I don't care if you're Japanese, if you're Indian, if you're Italian, if you're German, black, white, purple, green. You guys, each and every one of you, do your hardest, do your damnest to bring Elvis's name justice. You got, and you guys all deserve it, because even if you walk on stage and make a mistake, you still went on stage as Elvis, represented Elvis, and you made that mistake. Doesn't make a difference. So I applaud all of you entertainers from a tribute artist. Now, if we got to be honest, some are good, some are great, some shouldn't be on stage. But I applaud you guys, because it takes a lot of guts. Remember, even though I said some of you shouldn't be on stage, it takes a lot of guts, and it takes some big ones to even walk on that stage as Elvis. Because Elvis has a bar that's so high that there's not a singer, entertainer, movie star, actor, I don't care if you're the richest man in the world, you're never going to reach the bar that Elvis raised. You won't. It's impossible. Elvis tribute artists, what we do it just for the respect of Elvis. So when I tell you that you deserve gold for even walking on stage, I mean it. I mean it. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I mean it. Every tribute artist deserves respect for just walking on stage. Now, a lot of tribute artists like myself, just perhaps Che Orden that's watching, there's singers, Dean Z, there's so many tribute artists, Anthony Vaughn, that don't only do Elvis. We have an identity outside of Elvis, where we sing different music. We pay tribute to different people. So it's always something different coming from us. And like Elvis was always a stepping stone for the tribute. Oh, he's in the studio. There he is. Don't worry, take your time. Don't worry, you're already late. So I bothered these guys this morning. It's like 8:30 in the morning, wherever they are, 9 o'clock in the morning. And one was at the gym and one was still sleeping. But they deserve. I needed to talk to them because they deserved it. So before I continue my chitter chatter, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually very privileged. Even though this was a last minute show, I am very privileged to have this gentleman on my show tonight. Let me tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. So I had the pleasure of meeting him back in 2015, right, Stewie? 15. Back in 15, we had the pleasure of meeting each other in line. Was it 17? 17. 17. In 2017 at Graceland, and we met strictly by accident. So I was standing in line at the candlelight vigil, and there was this guy in dressed all in black, looked like he was ready to hit the stage, and he was sort of, "Oh, hi, I'll be right back," and he'd leave the line, then he would come back like 6 spots further. Then all of a sudden, "Oh, I'll be right back. I got to go to the bathroom." He'd leave, then come back 10 spots ahead. And I'm going, well, where's this guy going? All I'm figuring is that this guy keeps on getting ahead of the line, and me and Mary somehow are going further behind. And he kept on going ahead and ahead. And then we ended up together. And he's like, "Oh, I don't need to pass any more people. I'll just stay with you guys." And we chatted, and we got some great stories that we're going to talk about what happened in line there. But he actually is one of the reasons why I started this talk show. So my podcast actually started because of a gentleman, Stewie V, who started the Late Night with Stewie V show. And I thought it was so cool. Then for other reasons, he stopped the show. And I said, well, he can't, if he's stopping, I'm going to start. So I tried to sort of add a little finesse like he did, a green screen and some lights. And I went to try to do the whole 9 yards, but it's still nowhere near Stewie's setup. So ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Australia, Stewie V.
Yeah, Mum. Can you? I'm just going live, Mum. Can you just give me 1 second? I'm live. Sorry, Mum. Yeah. No, I love you too, Mum. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you're there. Oh, how you doing?
Stewie V, how are you, Stewie?
I'm very well, Bruno. How are you, buddy? Good.
You know what? I can't complain. I cannot complain. Stewie, what are you up to these days? I know you just got back from the Cooley Rocks Festival.
I did. That was an amazing festival. Good to catch up with the guys after COVID has hit. Quite heavy over here in Australia as well. I'm all the way in Australia, by the way. And
I don't know what gave it away. I don't know what gave it away. If it was the kangaroo in the background or your accent.
What kangaroo? Wait. The Cooley Rocks one was great. It's good to see the guys. It's just an amazing festival. I don't know if everybody knows. Can I go into it straight away? Is that okay, Bruno?
Go right ahead.
Okay. So Viva Surfers Paradise, obviously, was many years was in Surfers Paradise in the Gold Coast, and unfortunately, Surfers Paradise Lights amalgamated with major events Gold Coast. So they basically put all the festivals into one, but they weren't sure whether the Viva Surfers Paradise Elvis Festival was going to go ahead or not. So what they did was they had 3 major events that they were going to keep going. They're going to keep the Blues Festival going, the Country Music Festival, and obviously Cooley Rocks On. So they said, how can we incorporate the Elvis Festival? So they incorporated into Cooley, because it's all part of a 50s rockabilly sort of feel to it. So they decided to do that, and for the first year, there's some teething problems, of course, and they've asked for our feedback as well. But obviously, it's their first time doing it, but they did an amazing job the first time. The festival was great. Everyone enjoyed themselves. We enjoyed ourselves. And the organisers were very accommodating and very open as well and inviting, which is great.
Well, just like I said with Matt, I kept.
Has Matt been on already, or has he gone?
No, Matt left. Yeah, Matt was on already.
Oh, no love. I was hoping to say hello.
No, he figured he'd get another half an hour of sleep. Just like Matt, I spoke to you quite often on the phone. I was rooting for you.
Thank you. Means a lot.
You did a great show on the Friday. Was it the Thursday or the Friday where you did the showcase?
The Wednesday we did the showcase. That was a Wednesday night.
You did a showcase,
5 songs each.
and you did a great job.
Thank you.
Then I saw you in the competition, and you did a fantastic job. And
Thank you.
The one thing, you always bring something different compared to a lot of ETAs. You know, the one thing that I love about you is that you bring a certain amount of energy to the stage that is second to none kind of thing. Like you're just a naturally an energetic person. Like, what time is it in Australia right now?
Right now it's 10 a.m.
So 10 a.m. at 8:30 this morning, you were at the gym.
About 8 o'clock this morning, yeah.
8
I
o'clock
do the
this
gym
morning, you're at the gym.
6 days a week,
and if
yeah.
you didn't burn enough energy there, I don't know where you leave it. But, you know, you came out in the black leathers in the semifinals. Was it semifinals? Black leathers?
Semifinals, that's right, yes.
And you did, you did Let Yourself Go, It Hurts Me, and Lottie Miss Claudie.
Yes.
The energy in Lottie Miss Claudie was like second to none. You gave it that sort of Stewie V flair to it, and it was spot on, brother. Spot on.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I was rooting for you to be in the finals. As I've been talking about, judging is not easy.
Look, dropping stuff now.
Apparently, Stewie V used to run his own show, but doesn't know how to work a camera anymore. And now he's frozen. It's kind of funny.
Wait a minute. Here am I here?
Yeah, you're there. So
there you go. That's better.
You know, being a judge is not easy. I've judged contests before, and I'm brutal. As I said, I'm the Simon Cowell of judges. I will be brutally honest with you. Stewie, as a person that cares, I thought you did a fantastic job for what it's worth. I know I'm not a judge, so it's not worth much. But personally, I spoke to a few people at the festival, not to mention Matt Burr said that you have Energizer batteries.
They call me the Energizer Bunny here because no matter what, even after parties, I'm the one that's jumping around. And I don't drink. I had a couple of waters and I don't drink alcohol at all. So I'm the one that's jumping on tables. I'm the one that's bouncing around, the one that's putting everybody off the tables and starting dancing. And that's just me. I love it. It's just my energy.
Yeah, you know what? I think they caught you even. You weren't even drunk, and you were streaking. You were butt naked running down the streets of Elvis Presley Boulevard. I still don't understand why, but that's kind of weird.
It's to build an audience, mate. That's what it's all about.
So, Stewie, how many? He's at Rex and Spider-Man in one. Matt said that you have a little bit of Spider-Man in you.
Matt, I'm going to get you. It's a personal joke. We'll later on we'll send you a message.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stewie, me and you have a little bit of a. Actually, we had the pleasure. We have a lot of friends in common.
Yeah.
Like some that have been to Canada and some that you worked with in the past and stuff like that. So we have some friends in common.
Yes.
Common. And
common.
Yeah. And the you've done quite well for yourself in the Elvis world. You've been to the US. You've competed, I think, at Images.
That's right. Yes.
You've been around Memphis. We've met in Memphis. Stewie, I'm going to leave it in your hands if you want to tell the story about Memphis.
So, as Bruno was saying, as you were saying, it was true. So I was in the queue because it was the 40th anniversary in 2017. My first time in Memphis, in Graceland. I was overwhelmed. Everybody was there. Everyone. And I was running back and forward and saying hello to this person, that person. People wanted to meet me, take photos and so forth. Running over, saying hello to people like Dean Z and run over, Cody's there or, Diego's there or, running around everywhere. And every time I came back, about 3 or 4, maybe 5 people in front were friends of mine. So I'll go over and chat to them. And I said, I'll stand with us. Okay, no worries. So I chat to them for about 10 minutes. Then I'll disappear again. Then I'll come back, 5 or 6 people in front. There's a few more people there. I'll chat to them as well. Next thing you know, I'm about 300 meters ahead of the queue within half an hour.
I just couldn't believe it.
And now it's got to you guys, and I introduced myself properly, and then we just hit it off from there. Anyway,
of course.
The story.
And
so we're halfway up.
So we finally got our candles, eh?
Yes. Yeah. You tell the story.
So we finally got our candles, and we actually there was another ETA that we had met in line also, Todd Bodenheimer.
Yes, Todd. Awesome.
And we were walking up the gates, and Mary was with us, and we were literally the best. People were more entertained to listen to us than what was going on around us, because we're three guys and a woman talking about makeup and tattoo makeup and eyeliner, and we have this huge conversation going on about how to cover tattoos, and some weird stuff was going on. And all of a sudden we see like cops running
security. It was security running up. They were running up the driveway, and then we've turned to the right, and we've seen this guy relieving himself. Well, should I say, going to the toilet?
Yeah,
that didn't sound right.
He was actually peeing behind a tree on Graceland.
Yes.
But the tackle was something that you would naturally see like on an NFL football team. Like they fully blown took him down.
And we were all like, "Oh, damn!"
and we were just standing there, and we're going, "Go, it's good." It was something out of a TV show, and we're like,
gold.
"Oh, here we go, there we
Classic.
go." Now they're going to cancel the visual, and we slowly made our way up, just talking and singing the Elvis music, and to top it all off, Stewie had this DSLR camera. He had this camera with this amazing lens. Sure enough, Stewie goes, "Can you hold this for me? I was taking some pictures of him at the tomb and stuff like that, and I get the camera and I put it around my neck. Or no, I drove you to the hotel.
That's right.
And,
yeah.
And what does Stewie do? He forgot his camera in my car. And I had the pleasure and the honor, which me being the black sheep, everybody knows, of holding this golden camera that Stewie wouldn't let out of his eyesight, because it had all of his Graceland pictures.
Everything.
So in a matter of seconds, I could have went click, delete.
Yeah, delete. Format the card. Yeah.
Taking pictures of myself in the shower,
Yeah. I was waiting for it. I was going through my photos. I was going, "Bruno, don't do it. Don't do it, Bruno."
No, and I never would do that. But we had an amazing time in Memphis. It was where we started a great friendship.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
As I said, hopefully one of these days I can get to that side of the pond again. And
yes,
we could all party together. And Elvis, I don't care if it's an Elvis festival or if we just get together for a show. For me, we could even get together for a pizza.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anytime you come over, you're more welcome to. Well, I'm in WA. There's guys in Adelaide, the guys in Gold Coast, guy in Brisbane. I'm sure we're all going to invite you in straight away and organise a show.
You're such an awesome person. Now,
you will be performing here if you come. You understand that, don't you?
I don't care.
You will be performing.
Care. I'll bring my mic. I'm not scared. I got hair.
So am I. It's my real hair. No wig here. No wig here. It's all right.
Hey, you take my wig out of your mouth, eh? Now, one of my fans, Charlie Ludwig, brought this up before I got a chance to. How's your wife? How's Shelly?
She's good. She's good. She obviously we take each day as it comes. She has good days, she has bad days, but at the end of the day, I love her and support her, and I'll always be there for her. So at the end of the day, it's I miss her like crazy right now. I haven't seen her for the last close to a week. She's with her parents, staying with her parents at the moment back in Perth. So when I go back, I can't wait to see her. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great to see her again.
Matt Burst just said that his door is locked. I'm not allowed to go there, and the door is out the front. He's got the dog out the front.
Yeah, yeah, he would do that. Yeah,
Matt, I feel the love.
Don't worry, we've got a shed for him when he comes to Perth. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I tell everybody, He's a great guy. Matt's a great guy, but they only allow him out of the hospital once a month. So
Yes, only for the festival. That's it.
yeah,
That's all I
other
allow
than
for.
that, he's got to get back in there with his jacket, straight jacket.
Padded room.
Yeah, padded room. He's the kind of Matt's the kind of guy that you tell him to go stand in the corner of a circular room.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But Stewie, actually, this show actually went longer than I thought it was going to go. But I want to ask, where did your love for Elvis come from?
So I started. So originally, I was born in the UK. When I was about 6 years old. Yeah, I was born in the UK. You know that, don't you? You knew that,
didn't know that.
Okay, well, I was originally born in East London. So I've been here since 1989. So I've been here since I was very, very young, very young. So I moved over here. I've loved Elvis since I was 6 years old. Originally, I first started. It wasn't Elvis I first started with. I first started listening to Shakin' Stevens back in the day. Shakin' Stevens. So I first started listening to him, and then I just went on to Elvis. And a friend of mine that is a tribute artist now. His name's George Elias, Elvis Elias. He's in UK. He's been around for quite a while. And he got me into it. So then next thing you know, we're dancing in front of our family, we're singing. And it's just the love just grew and grew and grew from there. I followed Elvis, of course, for many, many years. And then when I moved to Australia, I concentrated more on life, on my career, on that sort of thing as well. I DJed for many years, ran karaoke shows, that sort of thing. But then when I moved to Gold Coast in 2014, we moved here. 2014 we moved here. I first saw the Viva Surfers Paradise, and I was sitting back and watching it. I was going, I can do this. I might give this a go. And next thing you know, I'm in singing lessons. I'm finally got into competitions and that sort of thing. And at the end of the day, there you go.
Look at that sexy man in leather.
That's it. And so I finally started doing shows, and I just built up this client base. And I said, let's go to Memphis and give Memphis a go in 2017. So my wife said, Lee, go, give it a go and just see how you go from there for 40th anniversary. So I came along with my bass player, Pete Novak. He came along with me, and we both went. And I went into Images of a King contest, and I went into the first round. And next thing you know, I've gone into round 2 with guys like Ben Thompson and Diogo Light and Vince King and all these guys standing on stage with me, and Jacob Roman and all these guys standing on stage with me. And I'm looking around, I'm going, is this surreal? Did I just make round 2? I didn't, did I? I did. Am I standing on a stage, same stage as these high caliber performers? I am. So it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, but
so
Stewie, let's be honest here. How much did you have to pay the judges and the organizers to stand on the stage?
Well, 2 of them now live in Australia. So airfares and houses are not cheap.
Yeah, I'll tell you. No. You do a good job at what you do.
Thank you.
I'm very proud to call you a friend.
Thank you.
You do an amazing tribute to Elvis. Very professional.
Thank you.
You're one of the only guys that I know that has like pretty well every guitar that Elvis owned. Do you actually play guitar?
Yeah, I do. I just play ribbon guitar. Yeah. Just basic chords. Playing along and that sort of thing.
So you only need one guitar.
Only one, yeah, but I've got a lot.
So you can give me the rest.
I'll post them over for you. Or I'll bring them when I come back, or you can borrow them when you come here.
Yeah, Pam Pettit said that if you guys need some judges in Australia, me and her, Pam Pettit runs the Flaming Star Festival. So if you need some judges, we can come over there, not a problem.
I'd love to do a UETA in WA, in Perth, Australia. I'd love to do one here.
So you should think about it, and if you need 2 judges, me and Pam can come to Australia.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll fly you over.
But all you got to really do is, I think the best competition, Stewie, you can comment with this one. It might hurt some feelings, but I think they should do it like America's Got Talent style, with like 4 X's. As the guy walks on stage,
you know what they should do? And this is my opinion. look at the voice. Now, the voice, they've got their backs to the performer.
100%.
What they need to do, because the judging is 40% of vocals, okay, in the UETA contest as part of EPE rules, as you know, 20%, right. And it's all 20 broken up, appearance, stage presence, and that sort of thing, and an overall presentation and performance. They should do one song, the first song, with their backs to the performer for vocal, and then turn round for the next two songs for the rest. So they should actually look at it that way. That's my opinion. Of course, everybody's different. They watch you all the way through, but it'll be something different.
You know, I think that's a great idea. You know, Elvis was a singer before he was an entertainer. He had such a beautiful voice. I totally agree. I think, you know, if the judges don't have their backs to you, I think the first song should be done behind a curtain.
That's right. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly.
Where the judges can't see you, the audience can't see you, and you go by a number.
That's right. Correct.
So
and then they invite you on stage.
I think that would be a great idea. You know, the judges can't see you. We have number 43. You sing your song. Ladies and gentlemen, Stewie V.
Yes.
They don't judge you based on your name. Because, you know, I think sometimes, you know, a name does more effect than the actual performance.
Yes, definitely.
So you get a guy like me. You get a guy like me. They say Bruno Nesci, they got automatic. This is what you see. Watch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Bruno Nesci. But then if they were to say, okay, number 43, and then I walk out, it's already too late.
Yes.
But Stewie, you know, it was great talking to you. Stewie,
thank you.
Like I asked Matt, I want to thank you first off for coming on the show.
No problem. Thank you
for
inviting me.
I want to do a live stream with you and Matt and Che Orden. We'll do some really cool stuff on a live stream.
Yep.
Because at least the two of us know how to use this program.
That's right.
The other guys will figure it out.
I can. I'll have a talk to you afterwards as well. So definitely.
Yeah, let's do it. And
most definitely.
I want to know if you could do me a favor. I just want you to leave the audience with a couple words of encouragement for this COVID-19, because a lot of them still can't get to the festivals and whatnot. But
that's
leave
correct.
Them with a couple words of encouragement.
Look on the positive side, guys. At the end of the day, it's all going to get better. Everybody's going to be together once again, and it's all going to go back, not to normal, but all the restrictions will be lower. But at the end of the day, we're all going to see each other. Be positive. The love and support is still out there. You will never be forgotten, and we all love you guys. So we're all going to see you, and still going to give you big hugs and everything as well. So COVID has been very, very hard for everybody, but at the end of the day, it's slowly slowing down for us here in Australia as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing everyone again. So love to all. Thank you everyone so much for the support on everything I do, and the live feeds, and obviously the comments and everything on my page as well. So I love you all, and please all take care.
Stewie, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on the show. I know it was last minute. I know I woke you up this morning before you went to the gym, pump some iron, you know. Me, I do
did
too.
chest today. Did chest today, mate.
You got to see me when I work out. Look.
Is that a bottle of scotch? Oh, you're unbelievable. Oh, okay. Where's the cigar?
I smoked one yesterday. It took me like 5.5 hours. I still don't have lung capacity anymore.
Oh.
But Stewie, I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I applaud you and Matt for the impeccable jobs you did this weekend. Honestly,
thank you.
Everybody from the Quarantine Hour.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Make it fast. You honestly did a great job at the Cooley Rocks Festival. I wish you and Matt did so much more. But ultimately, it's in the judges' hands, no matter which way you look at it. So once again, Brendan Chase, congratulations on winning the festival.
Yeah, congratulations to Brendan and Darren second as well. and obviously Matt third as well. So
Matt
congratulations.
third,
But let me say something, Bruno. Sorry to interrupt. All the guys did an amazing job. We all got up there. We all gave it our
100%.
best. At the end of the day, you never know what the judges are looking for. You just don't know. And when you don't know the judges, you just don't know what the outcome is going to be. But you get up there, you still give it 110%. And if you don't get through, it's just we move on, we get over it, and then we keep striving to improve. And we just don't give up. Anybody out there, any ETAs watching, don't give up. Because in time, no matter how hard you do it, it will happen eventually. It's an achievement.
At the end of the day, being an Elvis tribute artist, and Stewie, I hope you agree with me on this. Elvis was a picture. He's a picture. We just got to copy it.
That's right.
Now,
That's
nobody
correct.
is the perfect artist.
Yep.
But a little bit at a time, you will perfect it. And eventually, the harder you work at it, the closer you're going to get to that picture.
That's correct. Yes, exactly right.
It's a lot
and
of
I'm
work.
not giving up. No, definitely. A lot of work. A lot of work.
It took me the last 3 months to try to lose 20 pounds, but
Yes.
I'm going to do it. I want to look like Stewie V.
I'll send you my. I'll say you need to grow some hair first. Number one.
Wow.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's he got on? You look like Bob Moran.
What are you talking about, man?
What's?
Is there something wrong?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. It suits you.
Got it.
Look, let me also applaud you, Bruno, in this. Let me applaud you, Bruno, in this show, in your quarantine hour show. I started the Friday Night Live show. That's what it was.
Yep.
So I started the Friday Night Live show.
Stewie V.
Yes, that's right. Started the Friday Night Live show last year, and obviously due to different reasons, I had to give it up. But when you took this show on board, you actually asked for my approval and said, "Yeah, is it okay?" I said, "Yeah, do the show, go for it, no problem at all.
Of course.
I'm not doing it anymore, so please go for it." But your
at you as the
content,
OG.
everything about the show is just amazing. I love it. You got some great guests. You put together a great content, and you're an amazing interviewer. You're a host. You're a great host, and I love it. So it's round of applause for you. Round of applause for you.
thank you.
Great job, mate. Great job.
Thank you so much.
I love
the
it.
only thing I'm missing is the cell
You're
phone.
welcome.
I need the phone over here. Without the phone, it doesn't
I've
work.
I've got a spare one. I'll post it to you. All right?
Yeah, I gotta get a phone. No, but I want a rotary phone. You gotta spin it on the.
I've got those. All right, and just on the.
Hello. Hello.
And maybe we can do a show together. I'll co-host for you, and I can run all the background sing. Yeah, run all the background singing, and you do everything, and away we go. Definitely.
No, we'll do it together.
Yep. Sounds
It's
good.
like a Jimmy
Sounds good.
Fallon meets, what's that other guy's name?
That guy. Yeah.
That guy. The other
That guy.
The
The other
in the
guy.
suit with a
No.
tie.
That guy. Yeah, that guy.
Him.
Stephen Colbert, isn't it?
That's it.
That's the one. Yes, that's the one.
Or you know what? As Jason said, Letterman or Leno works.
I'll be the Letterman. You can be the Leno.
Why? What's that supposed to mean? Who's
No,
Leno?
no.
What's that
Letterman's
supposed to mean?
but Leno's got the better bank balance and the more cars and more cars.
Oh.
You can have Leno, mate. It's okay. I'll let you have.
Does he
Leno.
have hair?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Oh, so I can't even be him either. Here we go. But anyway, Stewie, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Because Leno is a wog.
Who wrote that?
You know,
that's-
since Jason's watching, I want to toot his horn a little bit more. The show went over. I really don't care. What do you want to say to Jason and the TIC band?
Oh, just
horrible.
What is there to say that hasn't been said already? They're an amazing band. That countless hours that they put into study work, just with any festival, anything they do. You know, they travel the world. They go Nashville. They go everywhere to do the festival. Tupelo, everywhere. So you can see the recognition these guys have got in the Elvis world and around the world. They get everything on point. The keys, the just everything's on point with those guys. It's amazing. The biggest thing this year, I think, was very hard for them with Pep not being here.
Oh, 100%.
Rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace, brother. As you saw, I did a big post for Pep as well, and the TIC band, and he's very much loved and loved and missed. But Jake really did step up to the mark. 130
Jake
songs.
Really did.
Oh, 130 songs in 3 months. He had to learn.
140.
140. Sorry, 140. That is not easy. It's not easy at all. You know, it's just. But he put the effort in. He put the hours in. The countless hours. All of them did. And it was an honor to be on stage with them. Even the opening show, it was just an honor to be on stage with him. And and Jason, you keep up the great work, man. All the TIC band, we love you guys. You know that, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys very, very soon at Parks. So definitely.
Well, you know, I hope one of these days, this COVID really put a damper on a lot of things, or else I hopefully at a festival somewhere I would have been playing with them.
Yes.
I've heard nothing but amazing things. The best thing about them is they're Calabrese. They're from the same part of Italy I'm from. Power to Calabria. I got to throw it out there, man. I have to do it. Oh, I got to change my logo in the top corner. Right there. Oh, where is it? Right over there.
Oh, there you
corner,
go.
That's
right.
Calabria right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're from. Right there above
There you go.
Stewie's head.
There you go. There you go.
Right there. Power to Calabria, everybody. No, you know, I mentioned it before. It's the chemistry you have with people. When the musicians are great and friendly and you could attach with them, you create a bond and the music is 100 times better.
Yes.
But when you go
100%.
on stage and you don't know the band and they're not really the friendliest or they're uptight, music becomes a drag. So
that's right.
I see the love that Jason is loved in the Elvis world worldwide.
But the thing with Jason is he's just on point. He's watching constantly. He's concentrating on the performer. With a director, he's just amazing on stage, and he's I have no words. These guys are. If you've ever performed with him on stage, and you will, Bruno, it's just you'll be just stunned, mate. It's just you walk off stage, go, wow. That's all you'll say. Wow.
I say wow after I've watched you guys perform.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
Like I do. I go, wow, it's incredible the way you guys play with the TIC band, and then listening to the TIC band, and I'm going like, wow, all the little things are there.
Yes, that's right.
That's
there. Correct. Yeah.
And
they weren't even at Tupelo this year. They still played their videos online. It's just they opened with the videos. Yeah. Yes.
So I gotta ask, Jason, I gotta call you later. I want to know how you did that. You a magician? How did you guys do that? You were in Gold Coast. You were in Tupelo. I don't understand.
He does well, mate.
You guys broke some laws with borders over here. Something's going on.
He's a man of many talents.
Holy smokes. Hey, who took my wallet? It's like something a night at the Roxbury or something, right?
That's right.
And he says it's because he's Italian. Oh, that's why.
That's
I guess
right.
He must have gave the festivals an offer they couldn't refuse. But anyways, ladies and connections everywhere.
He has too. He has.
Well, now he has me on his side. He's gonna lose everything. But Stewie, thank you so much for coming on the show last minute.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I took you out of the gym.
No, good. No problem at all. No problem.
And hopefully, as I said, we'll do something virtual, and hopefully we'll do something in person together.
Yes, definitely. One day, mate. One day. Cross fingers, and one day, and it will happen.
It will happen. As long as we stay to it, it will happen. Stewie, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me, and love to all as well. Thank you.
The fans love you. Che Orden says, Bruno, you rock. Stewie, you suck. Okay, no, he says you all rock. Okay. I tried to take a little bit more of the credit there, but it didn't work. So, Stewie, as I said, it's a pleasure to have you as a friend. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. We
Thank
will
you.
talk real soon.
Yes, definitely, most definitely. And love to all. Take care.
Take care, Stewie.
Thank you. See ya. Bye.
Stewie V, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to thank him once again, and Matt Burst for coming on the show last minute. It's very hard to talk with these guys being in Australia. For that reason, it sucks. But I love these guys. They are awesome people, great-hearted, great friends to be on stage with, great energy. And as I keep on saying this throughout the show, shows need energy. And when you surround yourself with good energy, your show could never be bad. You could be the worst singer in the world, but if there's great energy on stage, the people will enjoy themselves. That's the name of the game. It's entertainment. It's great energy. You know, people want that. And I love it because that's what I tried to give on stage. It's 100% of my energy, 110%. But before we end the show, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank our sponsor one more time, the Penticton Elvis Festival. Your support every month helps me with this show. We keep on growing. You guys help me with guests and whatnot, and we always put a great show together. To all my amazing fans, you guys are awesome. I love you guys. You guys are constantly sending me blessings and e-transfers and PayPals. I thank you guys every week. You know, I started other things during this COVID now, but the show is, I live for every Monday now. So I want to thank you guys for coming, for joining me every Monday. And ladies and gentlemen, until next time, God bless you as he's blessed me. I'm Bruno Nesci. Until next time, adios and good night.